We knew they knew their stuff. We knew they knew what we wanted, so I could be by my friends, but also because the parents, wow, these two hustled, and I mean hustled. That time was so difficult to find a house in our price range.
Hi, Carrie and Charisse, as you can see, with our good friend Lisa Tafua, who has been a longtime client of ours, here to talk a little bit about her experience overall buying and selling.
So bought a house, no, sorry, let me back up. So sold your house in Corona
Yes.
and then bought a house in Orange.
Right. So when my husband and I were first looking for a home, we didn't pick, we just kind of went looking for houses without picking out or choosing a realtor. And we found one we really liked, and we felt pressured that it was going to sell before we had time to research our own realtor. And so we just decided to get the house as quick as we could by using the seller, the listing agent. So that was nerve-wracking in itself, just because we threw all of our trust into the listing agent, who we didn't know if the best interest was going to be for the seller. We were hoping that they would be honest for us, and we didn't have time to research, or we didn't make time to research a realtor that we really trusted and wanted. It ended up working out okay, but moving forward, when we went to sell that house and move to our next house, we did everything completely different.
So talk a little bit about that process.
Completely different.
About selling in Corona before you're moving back to Orange County.
So at the time we sold our house in Corona, the market was very similar to what it is now. The inventory was really low, and people were trying to buy houses and paying over the asking price. And we were really scared. How are we gonna sell our home in Corona and be able to take that money and be able to purchase a house in Orange County, all like in a time frame? So
With two young children.
And
full-time jobs.
And a dog.
Yeah,
And so,
forgot about the dog.
that needy dog. So we, thank goodness, Carrie and Charisse had started their real estate business, and were very, very, actually they were focused here in Orange, and this is where we wanted to move. So I could be by my friends, but also because I love the city. And I knew that they were so well versed at that time in the real estate market here. And I trust them, obviously, and I knew that they were going to look out for my best interest. And the process was so much more comforting this time when we went through. We trusted them. We knew they knew their stuff. We knew they knew what we wanted, what kind of house we wanted, where we wanted to buy, and they knew the market. And so we put our house up for sale and just went for it. Thank goodness. We didn't have a property ready to move into, so we had to go to Plan B and move in with my parents. But it was I'm very fortunate that I had that option. But we were able to sell our house, move in with our parents while these two hustled, and I mean hustled. That time was so difficult to find a house in our price range. And we were, we had two young children, so we wanted a particular area to feed into a certain school district. We wanted a cul-de-sac. So they knew this, and the search was on. We, in this little bit of time, went to 21 properties, and
I love that you remember the number.
I'll never forget that number. It was, and we would find one, or I would find one on MLS.
It was like a second job.
Yeah, it was the craziest. They spent a lot of time with us. Like, I owe them still. And so they gave me access to MLS, which they took away immediately after I found this, by the way. And I would find a house.
You may not search anymore.
I got my privileges revoked. But I'd find a house, and I'd call them. It's like 2 a.m. I'm like, when you get this in the morning, could we go check this one out? They would pick me up from work. We'd go check out the house. Pick me up from a soccer practice. Go check out a house. We'd go all weekend. I was their only client. At least that's how they made me feel.
But that's how we want everyone to feel.
Yes, they did.
Not to say like
they did. They had their business was booming, and I didn't get special.
I said not to say that you didn't get it. You got it, and you will get it again. Which was why you're here 5 years later.
Thank you
on
for inviting me. They totally I'm talking hustled, and they knew how to reach out to the listing agents, what to say, how to help us really sell ourselves to the buyer. And all those pointers that helped us really get the home that we wanted in the price range we wanted. Charisse played a little bit of hardball, and I was a little nervous because I was like, they're gonna not let you go, and it worked out in our favor. I even got the refrigerator, so we really. I can't tell you how much I appreciate them. They take care of their clients, and not just because I don't think it's just because I'm their friend, but I really do. I've seen it, and I've referred them to my family members and my friends because I just trust them completely. And what I thought was impressive. Sorry, you want to ask the next question before I go on?
No, I want you to say exactly what you're going to say.
What's impressive is, and we were younger a few years ago when we were running around looking for homes and stuff, and at that time. Their business was starting to take off, and it was so exciting to watch. And when they started making some money, I was, if it was me and I was their age at that time, I would have probably finished paying my kids' braces off and bought a new car. But they reinvested into their business, and I was so impressed with that. I don't even think I ever told you this because
I'm gonna cry right now.
Don't cry. No. But they reinvested into their business. They went to all these they would go to these conferences and trainings and all to make themselves better realtors, and they grew their business to how impressive it is now, and I'm super proud of them. Not because they're my friends, but because I've watched them, just become so successful. So you're welcome. I don't tell them that normally when we're because it sounds super mushy, but I'll tell you now.
Aww.
Yes. Sorry, what was your other question?
I don't even know. Now I'm all taken aback.
There is no other question after that. Thanks.
No, thank you. I mean, honestly, we should have just bought a boat. I don't know what we were doing.
I know.
Investing in our business. Should have just.
Stupid.
No, I think my question is, first of all, the way you were feeling as a client is super important to us. That's our whole deal. I think is we want all of our clients to feel that way. But maybe my question is, the people that you have referred, we are hoping that they also felt that the same way.
Yeah. So a couple family members and a couple friends all feel the same way I did. I mean, they're not like what we got going on. But
obviously, duh.
But they are so happy with their service, I guess, and it sounds like a funny word to me because you guys don't feel like it's a business. They treat you, they really get to know you, your family, and their needs, and then once they know you, they know you forever.
Sorry.
Yeah. And so they follow up.
So choose wisely.
Yeah.
It's a forever thing.
It's a family thing. So yeah, they are my referrals have all had nothing but similar feedback to what I'm saying and referred on themselves. They completely trusted them and the process and appreciated their ability to be straightforward and tell you what you need to hear, but also be like a I don't know, they're kind of like counselors also.
We just wanted to thank you for being here. We appreciate your kind words.
5 years for this moment.
We appreciate
You're welcome.
We appreciate your patience. We apologize for the delay.
We're glad you made it.
Thank you. Best
5
realtors
years
ever,
later.
and I mean that. And would highly, highly recommend them.
Thank you.
Thank you.